Welcome everyone to the Tactical Tavern. I'm your host Tomas Alas, and in this video we are checking out the Cold Steel Master Tanto. This is a blade that really put Cold Steel on the map back in the 1980s with Lynn Thompson coming out with the popularized American Tanto. In this video we're going to go over what features this has to offer, taking a look at the pros and the cons in order to help you decide if this classic design is still worth it for your everyday carry. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you won't miss future videos helping you save money and upgrade your gear. With that being said, let's cut into it. First off, I love the aesthetics of this Cold Steel Master Tanto. I've seen it for years and I knew I had to add one to my collection. It comes in with an overall length of 11.5 inches. That's almost a foot long of steel, and this thing is thick. This comes in at 0.17 inches thick, so it is certainly robust to say the least. The blade length comes in at 6 inches, and it is that classic American Tanto. I love the way that it has that subtle belly that curves up towards a secondary tip or yokote, transitioning up to a very reinforced tip meant for heavy duty package opening activities. This does sport a compound grind with a reinforced flat grind towards the tip, which helps give it some more durability. And towards the bottom end, we have a hollow grind, which increases its slicing capabilities. This model that you see right here is the CPM 3V version, which is arguably the most tough option that you can go with. It is a little bit more pricier compared to the Sanmai with VG10, which is pretty good, but I really prefer that 3V for the toughness and edge retention. As we transition down from the blade, we have this beautiful guard here that is polished, and I love that it helps prevent your hands from sliding forward onto that blade, but yet on the top it is rounded so you can comfortably get a solid purchase, which makes this surprisingly great for a variety of EDC and outdoor activities. Further increasing the utility factor of the Master Tanto is this well-designed handle that is ultra comfortable because of that Crayex. I don't want to give that Crayex material all the credit for being comfortable, but it certainly helps. It really locks your hands in, almost like a tennis racket feeling. I hope that's not insulting. It's really comfortable. It sticks there, so even if your hands are sweaty, wet, for a variety of reasons, it's gonna melt in and you're gonna have a very tight grip. Your hand's not sliding off or on to that blade. As we take a super close-up look at the handle, that Crayex has that checkered pattern on the sides and on the tops and the bottoms. It has that vertical slats, kind of like jimping almost, and this thing just locks up extremely well. As we work our way down to the very end, we also have a pummel here with a thick lanyard hole. The pummel is also polished and not super rounded and also not super pointy. They did a really good job of combining both of them. I probably wouldn't leave my thumb capped on here, but it definitely gives you a puño or functional way that you can increase your effectiveness for a paint compliance or simply like a glass breaker. All right, now let's talk about this sheath. This does come equipped with the Cold Steel Securex sheath, which is pretty standard. However, this is the new GSM version, so there have been some changes. Before we talk about what I don't like, some things I do enjoy about the sheath is that it does have that thumb ramp with some extra traction, help you pull the knife in and out. I do enjoy the drainage hole towards the bottom, so that way it'll help let anything out, not stay in the sheath, corroding your steel. It still does come equipped with that nylon webbing, so you can easily take it on and off your belt. I do like that the Velcro also has a snap in there to give you a little bit of extra closure. I also love the variety of mounting options, so you can include additional accessories to help you carry it, like a discreet carry concepts clip. This right here is the 1.75 inch belt loop for the DCC clips, and you can adjust it however you want, but I like that it does give you that option with the slats. All right, now some things I'm not the biggest fan of. Cold Steel, you know I love you guys. Hopefully you take this as constructive criticism, but really the sheath seems kind of cheap. Especially when you're investing a lot of money in a quality, well-renowned blade. I would have expected just a little bit more from the sheath. It's kind of flimsy. I mean, you can bend it and it doesn't really inspire a whole bunch of confidence for me. So I went ahead and ordered a custom Kydex version. If the sheath just had a little bit of give in some sections, I really wouldn't have minded that too much. The main thing for me was the retention level. It's kind of awkward. When you go to put it in, you're kind of met with this like slowed down force. There's no real click or clasp locking you in there. There is no wiggle on the sheath that it comes with. However, when it goes back in there, it's just kind of like slow-mo how it slides in there. It's more of like a friction fit instead of a sturdy snap. On the bright side, if you're gonna deploy this in a stealth situation, it comes out very quietly. But for me, I really wanted that secure retention And it's possible that it could have been just my sheath, but anyway, the Kydex sheath that I got it off eBay for around 50 bucks, and I think it's a pretty good investment considering how much I love the blade itself. Don't let the sheath be a total deal breaker for you, but it's definitely worth considering an upgrade. I do enjoy how streamlined it is as well, so I still carry it like this sometimes. Just depends on what the situation calls for. To me, this blade is a functional piece of utility art. It comes in with a weight of 9.5 ounces, so it certainly has some heft to it. I don't think it's going to be for everyone's everyday carry, but if you're looking for a robust, versatile blade, I love that you can use that chisel tip to pry and cut and snap cut as well. And then we transition down to the hollow grind, which really does a great job at slicing through materials. I think you have a ton of functionality into this blade. It's certainly worth the investment. If you're looking for a serious heavy-duty fixed blade that is extremely versatile, the Cold Steel Master Tanto is for you. You can use it for snap cuts, and it's certainly a great martial blade, as well as having a lot of practical and utility value with the different grinds, the weight, the balance, and you can certainly do some wood carving activities for outdoor adventures, and that was something that did surprise me. The 3V steel holds up fantastic, and I love that reinforced tip, which is great if you're harder on your tools. At the time of this review, you can find the VG10 San Mai version for around $150, and you can find the premium 3V version for around $230. I feel that for the size, weight, balance, and overall feel that you get, this thing is a tank and a beautiful piece of classic cold steel history. This Cold Steel Master Tanto is a grail knife and something that I've always wanted in my collection. It is never gonna leave it, but let me know, what are your thoughts in the comment section down below, and what other cold steel knives should we check out here on the channel? If you did enjoy this review or you found it helpful in any way, please make sure to drop a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe, as well as turn on post notifications so you won't miss future videos helping you save money and upgrade your gear. Also take a moment to follow us on Instagram at Tactical Tavern. All that being said, thank you again for watching. My name is Tomas Alas, and I'm excited to see you in the next video. And remember, be prepared, be practical, stay tactical.